Our final video for Module 4 will cover the Forensic Investigation Suite. Hashing utilities create a fingerprint or cryptographic hash of the contents of the disk. It's necessary to show the authorities the analyzed data is an exact replica of the data from the disk. This will help prove there has not been any data tampering. Cryptographic hash functions include the message digest algorithm and the secure hash algorithm. MD5 remains the default option for quite a few forensic utilities because it scores a little higher than SHA on speed of execution and compatibility with other tools. SHA was developed by NIST for the US government as a more secure alternative to MDA and MD5. After disk verification is complete, analysts need to acquire an identical image of the original disk using an imaging utility. Disk imaging copies all data from all sectors of the hard disk, unlike a conventional backup which copies data file by file. A disk image includes boot information. There are several GUI imaging utilities available. Analysts need to take the file format into consideration when selecting an imaging utility. Analysis utilities are used to start analyzing the information once disk verification and imaging have been successfully performed. As part of the analysis process, analysts will need to try and reconstruct the crime step by step. The following facts need to be confirmed. 1. How the adversary gained access to the system. 2. What changes were made to the system files and other software. 3. What software was installed. 4. What data was stolen or compromised. 5. Whether there is proof data was transferred via storage device or over the network. OS and process analysis tools are a recommended part of a forensics investigation suite and are used to track the processes attackers used. These tools are used to then collect details to identify what has been compromised. Scanning the OS files to see whether any changes have been made is also an important part of the analysis process. Mobile device forensics is the process of collecting forensically sound digital evidence from a mobile device. Mobile device forensics include digital phone images, contact lists, emails and texts, and recorded conversations. Investigators aim to retrieve deleted communication files, which can be presented as legal evidence. There are a number of proprietary mobile forensic tools available. Some can collect metadata or even try to access file systems on Android or iOS. Password crackers are a welcome addition to the suite. Analysts may need to decipher passwords due to an attacker who has encrypted the files on the disk. Knowledge of password cracking methods employed by hackers will help you stay ahead of the game. Password crackers work by manipulating known vulnerabilities in the algorithms used to transmit and store passwords. They are capable of brute force attacks and breaking weak passwords with the help of rainbow tables and precompiled dictionaries. Passwords are normally stored as follows. On Linux hash passwords, the other details of user accounts are stored by default in a file which is accessible by anyone, so passwords are usually moved to /etc/shadow. Only the root user can access this location. With a Windows registry, passwords and other details of local users are stored in the registry on Windows systems. Cached passwords are normally stored by browsers in the Windows registry or in a file. Within an Active Directory, passwords and details of domain users are stored in the Active Directory on domain controller servers. Remember, hackers also trade successfully breached hashes online. Since encryption can be applied at different levels, you can encrypt individual files, file systems, or disks. Cryptography tools are used to determine which type of hash algorithm was employed and assess how strong the password is. The investigator will then try an appropriate method to recover the decryption key. And since everyone likes a good view, here are a few from the suite. A log viewer, a log analysis tool which enables you to analyze log files. A registry viewer, a tool which enables the extraction of Windows registry files from a disk image. You can then view the files on your forensic workstation. An application viewer, a tool usually employed to retrieve deleted browser history, including cookies, and scrutinize contact information and email data. A USB viewer, a tool used to discover details of devices which have been attached to an affected system. USB analysis can help you determine whether a USB device was the initial source of an infection or whether any data has been extracted. A user account viewer, a tool used to analyze details relating to local user accounts including information about applications executed by these accounts. Like my dad always said, the best way to build your toolkit is to add the best tool for each job as it comes up. This suite has been compiled through years of experience and incidents. It's like you just got a peek at J. Edgar Hoover's personal notebook. So, go catch some bad guys.